Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Thank you so much for clicking through to this one. As you've probably seen by the title, we're going to be talking about how to grow on Twitch in 2020 and mainly the reasons why you're not growing. The format for this video, I'm basically going to present you guys with some common things I see people doing wrong. I'm going to immediately afterwards kind of present to you guys a solution to how you can kind of resolve those issues, and I'm going to be talking about the main ways that I can kind of get you out this funk that you're stuck in. So watch the entire thing through to the end. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button because it helps out a lot, and also hit subscribe as we're getting so close to 10,000 subscribers, which is just mental, and it would mean the world if we actually got there. Also, it helps you stay up to date with all the content that's coming out on this channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive straight into it. First portion of this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is probably the thing I see people between the averages of 0 to 15 viewers, and probably the people that ask me the most questions are doing, the ones that kind of like not complain but kind of like talk about being stuck a lot and talk about the reasons why they're not growing and questioning why they're not growing, and that is being a Kevin the Creeper. Now you guys are probably wondering what the hell that means. So in my classification, what a Kevin the Creeper is that type of person, that type of streamer that sits in a room where their microphone is completely blown out, it's way too loud, you can kind of hear the fans and everything going on, the room is very dark, they either have a little bit of natural lighting or they have no lighting whatsoever, the webcam is incredibly blurry, which isn't always everyone's fault, you know, like I understand equipment can't always be fantastic, especially when you're on a budget, but like they sit in a dark room, they don't talk to their audience, they don't say anything, they happen to just sit there and play a video game in complete darkness. Now the purpose of this isn't to call you out, isn't to kind of like shame you for not talking. You may be slightly nervous, you may find it difficult to interact with people when they come in. The whole purpose of this is to kind of highlight what you're doing wrong and to try and help you kind of get out of this mentality, kind of help you get out of what you're doing and actually help you grow and actually help people want to come in and interact in your streams. So probably the easiest way I can show you is give you an example of what it's like to be a viewer watching Kevin the Creeper, so you guys can kind of understand that. Then I'll kind of show you how you can remedy it, how you can kind of fix what you're doing wrong. I'll kind of go over some examples and kind of give you some methods on how you can kind of really quickly and drastically improve your streams and yeah, your Kevin the Creeper situation. So all right, let's take a look at what it's like to watch a Kevin the Creeper. Okay, now I hope you watched that and either one of two things happened. Either number one, you had realization that, oh crap, that's me. Or you sat there and you were like, oh my god, I know at least 8 people that do that and all those people asked me how to get better and I don't know how to help them. So as you probably saw, that wasn't very entertaining. I sat there, I didn't really say anything. My face wasn't illuminated, you couldn't really see me. I was a little Kevin the Creeper right down in the bottom of the corner. My webcam audio sounded horrific because you could hear everything going on in my room. You could hear me coughing super loud. I don't say anything, nothing's happening, so I look really crestfallen and down, and it's just not entertaining. So how do we fix that? Well, good news. It's super simple, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So in this video, we're going to go through comparatively. I'm going to show you slowly how we're going to build up Kevin's image. We're going to show you guys how you can kind of like improve your stuff so you can stop being a Kevin the Creeper. Now, the first thing I would 100% suggest to you guys, start off by playing some music in the background of your stream. Amazingly, there's this fantastic guy called Harris Heller. He did an incredible thing, and he brought out something called Stream Beats. Now, this is free, copyright-free, royalty-free music that you can use on your streams or YouTube videos or anywhere, and it's incredible. It's really great. So I number one suggest start using music. It kind of relaxes you, it gives you almost a bit of background noise that you can focus on, you can kind of jam, you can kind of vibe with it. It also gives the people kind of like coming into a stream a vibe, you know, it kind of sets that background. It's like in movies, if you watched a movie and it didn't have a single music track, the movie would be really weird and it would just feel awkward. It's the same with streaming, you know, give it some beats, give it some vibes. You may like really hardcore rock music, maybe go for that vibe. You may really like calming, relaxing music, then go for lo-fi, you know, kind of beats. But any kind of music really helps mellow you out. It really helps make your streams have kind of a lot more of a welcoming atmosphere, and it immediately makes everything so much better. The next thing is, for God's sake, get some lighting, you know, like even if you have a terrible webcam, it's gonna be helped dramatically if you get some lighting. Now that can either be a lamp that you find, it may even be turning on an overhead light or something. I know it may look really blown out and look horrible, but you can edit the options in any of the software that you're using, like OBS or Slobs. you can actually edit the properties of the camera to try and adjust the brightness and the contrast and stuff. But use a lamp, try and get some lighting on your face. Go on Amazon, buy like a really cheap $12 ring light that you can kind of have just to kind of cast some lighting on your face, allow that light to get into that webcam sensor and make it look significantly better. In the second, I will show you the difference of the C922 that I was using there, which still doesn't look too bad with no lighting, but like with more lighting, it looks incredible. Also, get some background lights, get some cheap LED strips if you can. If you can't afford those, then don't worry, maybe save up for them at some point, but get some LED lighting in the background, make your background a little bit vibrant, and those are all things cosmetically you can do. The next thing that I need you guys to start doing is practice talking. Practice talking to no one, practice streaming to no one. Now, the way I do this, I sit in front of my setup, kind of like recording a YouTube video. I get my camera all set up, I get all my lighting on, I get slobs open, and what I do is I sit down and I hit start record. It saves a local copy of the video output to your computer. It doesn't upload it to the streaming platform that you're using. You don't go live. It records it straight onto your computer. So what you can do is you can sit there. Of course, you're not going to get anyone in chat unless you accidentally go live, but you're not going to get anyone in chat. You need to pretend you've got people there. You need to think of topics you can talk about. You really need to get comfortable in front of your setup, in front of your camera, talking about anything, because the harsh reality is when you start streaming, you're probably not going to have many people watching you. If none at all, you know, like you might not have any people watching you, and your job as a streamer, number one, is to be entertaining. That's what separates you from a random dude, a random girl, sat in your living room, your office, wherever you are, in the dark playing a game and being a streamer. You have to be there and you have to be chatting. I know it feels weird, and believe me, it felt awkward the first few times that I did it, but honestly, it helped me grow as a streamer, and it really saved it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the same kind of footage again, but I'm going to tweak the way the background looks, the way that I talk to camera and stuff. I'm also going to show you guys how you can sort out your audio, either by getting a cheap headset or by using a software called Voicemeeter. But I'm going to kind of just show you really quickly how we can kind of make some dramatic improvements and kind of take you away from being a Kevin the Creeper and being an actual streamer that is entertaining to watch. Yo, what is up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to another stream. Today we're gonna be playing some Krunker, which is super awesome. I can't wait. I haven't played it. Oh my god, I'm dead already. What do you mean? This guy is insane. I'm so bad at this game. It is honestly awful. I don't know why. I'm just really not good at FPS games. Oh my god. What is happening? Listen, Steven. Back up. Bruh. Are you serious? I'm dead already. I don't understand. I don't understand how people are so good at this game. It's terrifying. These kids are insane. Alright, I'm gonna wrap around this corner, and I'm hopefully gonna shoot. There he is! Oh my god. Vincent! Not again. The same guy again. This is ridiculous. Any of you guys play Krunker? I mean, it's kind of a popular game. I feel like not that... I don't know. I've seen a few people play it. I only discovered this game a week or so ago, but since then I've been addicted, and I've been playing it so freaking much. It's insane. So hopefully, as you can see, there's a really big difference. Now, I was a little bit awkward, I will admit, and I did feel a little bit awkward trying to talk. It's good to feel awkward, you know? It kind of keeps you on your toes and it keeps you pushing forward, but the more you practice, the better you will become. And that was the exact same webcam. I just added a little bit more lighting. That was the exact same game. I just added some background music. I used Harris Heller's synthwave stream beats, and I was just engaging. I tried to talk about things. I tried to narrate what was going on in the game just to kind of keep things interesting and kind of keep the people watching entertained. I asked an open-ended question, just asking if other people had played this game before, just to try and really kind of engage people that are lurking, maybe anyone that's kind of new coming in. That's all it takes, is just one question for someone to come in, and then you've got a brand new chatter. So they're just really simple things that you can do to kind of get you out from that tiny little corner over there in complete pitch blackness, not talking about anything and just coughing in a really blown out microphone. Now, like I said, mics are way more important. Audio first over webcams. Like, bad audio just kills a stream, so you want to try and invest in audio as much as you can. People do go a little bit overboard, but if you can, maybe even just picking up a really cheap USB microphone that you can get from Amazon or something that maybe it's only up to like 30 bucks. I think the blue Snowball, if you have 40 bucks to spare, is a $40 microphone, so it's a really good investment. That was the first microphone I used for a very long time. And the first mic I actually started out with was my Razer Kraken headset microphone, which was good actually. It was very clear, so even if you had a headset microphone that you can use anything other than a webcam mic or something just to kind of get you going, audio first, make sure your audio is good, webcam and stuff can come later. But yeah, just kind of crank that out. I did say I'd also mention a software called Voicemeeter, which is really great. It allows you to kind of like mess with the levels, mess with the gain and everything. I will link a video in the description by Gaming Careers on YouTube. He made a super good video on that, so I'll link it down there so you guys can go watch. But check out that software if you can, make your microphone sound way better. But yeah, that's the first section that I kind of want to talk about. Let's move swiftly on to the next section, which is investing. Okay, so investing in your stream. Now, this is another really big problem that I see, and I've kind of come up with a acronym for this. And what gagging stands for is grow as you go. You know, it's a really great principle to kind of have and carry through is when you stream, and your streaming career or any career you kind of have is growing as you go. So say, for example, that you have a friend called Joe. Now, Joe wants to become a world famous marathon sprinter. He wants to get the world's fastest marathon time. He wants to become ridiculously famous. He wants to be well renowned. He wants to have all of these sponsors. He wants to be able to quit his job and just go full-time running. But there's one problem. Joe has never done this a day in his life. He's never really run before. He may have done running in the past, but right now, as an adult, Joe doesn't do any running and he doesn't train. No, what instead Joe does, Joe goes out and he buys himself the best trainers money can buy. He buys himself the best running gear money can buy. He buys himself the best sponsored water bowl. And then Joe, with all this equipment, comes up to you and says, hey, I'm entering a marathon next weekend and I fully expect to win. And Joe goes to that marathon fully expecting, with all this fantastic equipment, never doing any running before in his life, to go out there and win the marathon. And it's exactly the same with streaming. I see so many streamers that are stuck, they're plateaued, or they've just come into streaming and they think, oh, you know, by buying all of this brand new equipment, buying a $500 webcam because Harris Heller uses one, or buying like all this incredibly expensive lighting, buying this incredibly expensive microphone is suddenly going to make me a fantastic streamer. And that unfortunately is not the case. To be a good streamer, you need to have personality and you need to be entertaining and you need to care about chat and it needs to be fun and it needs to be enjoyable, and no amount of good equipment is going to make you a good streamer. Yeah, yes, it does help you stand out, and yes, it might look attractive so people click on your streams, but they're not going to stay around long. So grow as you go. You got to gag on it, you know? What I mean by that is when you first start out streaming, really work on putting effort into building your personality, building yourself as an entertainer, really focus on that. Yes, it's fine. Use a really cheap webcam that you found in the back of your closet. Yes, use a headset microphone. Start small, but build an audience. Then once you get to 10, 20 average viewers and you start making money from Twitch, reinvest in yourself. Don't put a load of money up front, because I have seen so many streamers waste so much of their hard-earned money up front thinking that they're going to buy all this equipment and suddenly become this super famous rich person that everyone knows, and it just doesn't happen, and they end up hating themselves, hate the world, get really sad and really depressed. And that's not the way to do it. Instead, reinvest in yourself when you get money into streaming. Do your audience a favor. Once you get to 10 average viewers and they're watching you all the time and they're spending their hard-earned money on you, reinvest that money. Buy a better microphone. Then the next month, buy a better webcam, and grow as you go. And this whole thing is a marathon. Just like Joe, he needs to go into training. He needs to go to the gym. He needs to learn to start running on a treadmill first. He needs to get a trainer. He needs to get a coach. You have to do the groundwork first. You can't expect to win a marathon on your first try. And that's what Twitch is. Twitch is a marathon. So make sure you're growing as you go. And I'm going to say that constantly until it's drummed into your head. And be careful with your investments. Be wise with your investments. And just know that you have to put the work in if you want to make it. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is actively making sure that you're growing, because one of the biggest pitfalls with streaming, and especially streaming on Twitch, it is so hard to grow just on your own on that platform, especially when you're a Kevin the Creeper, especially when you're not doing any of the things that I've just spoken about. It's incredibly hard to grow. So the best way that you can do it is by getting out there and advertising on other social media platforms that have kind of got a more of an established way of getting reach. So using Instagram, using photos, using Twitter, YouTube to kind of publish offline videos that people can consume anytime they want to, using those kind of things. So you need to actively be getting off your butt, and you actively need to be trying to get out there to grow, because people aren't going to come to you. Things aren't just going to fall into your lap. You actually have to be putting the work in. So if you're kind of stuck in that 0 to 10 bubble, or even say, for example, you're watching this right now and you've got 30 average viewers and you've got an established audience, but you're not growing anywhere further, what you need to do is you need to go out there and you need to do the legwork. So create an Instagram page. You don't need to upload clips of your streaming. If you've got another hobby, grow an audience on there, and then happen to mention your Twitch. Then say, hey, I'm actually going to be doing a live stream on Saturday. So number one, you're growing your Instagram. You're growing something completely different. You're allowing people to see a different side of you. You're growing into a niche that people are interested in, and then you're directing that niche to your main channel, which is your Twitch. So you're getting loads of growth. Also, you'll probably find yourself going into like a new category, whereas before you were probably just playing games and you're getting thousands and thousands of views, you know? So using that, using Instagram, using tools like that, and showcasing other hobbies and using those to grow. Next thing is Twitter. Twitter is great for networking, getting to know people, especially when you want to start getting sponsorships and stuff, getting to know content creators you admire, look up to, getting to know brands that you admire and look up to. You know, get out there, really make a name for yourself, start following people, start engaging on that platform, start growing an audience and things that people want to see you. Because eventually when you want to come to partner and you've got to that stage, Twitch will look into how much influence you have. They'll look into how many people engage with your content on other platforms other than Twitch, and they want to make sure that you are a brand in yourself, and you know you have that reach and you have that kind of credibility behind you. So yeah, networking on Twitter is really great. Build consumable stuff on YouTube if you want, you know, if you make music, put it on Spotify. Utilize other platforms with more reach that more people can kind of come and just browse in their leisure, because you've got more chance of someone finding you on YouTube than you do on Twitch. And then if someone watches this video, like you're watching my video right now, you might decide to go look in my bio and go over to my Twitch page, because that's my main platform. So using things like YouTube is great because it's really accessible. So many people have access to it, and so many people just spend hours and hours browsing YouTube content, and it's a really great way to go. So utilizing all of those other platforms and actually putting the groundwork in and helping yourself grow, and it will be doing you a favor, and it will just change your life around. And if you're struggling to grow on Twitch, this is what you need to be doing. This is what you have to be doing, and you really have to be putting all of your effort in, otherwise you're never going to go anywhere. Okay, on to the final thing. And the final thing is honestly just to have fun. And now this breaks my heart quite a lot, and it's one of the things I get asked the most on stream, because I get a lot of people coming in from my YouTube videos asking me advice, and they'll complain about certain things, and they'll just, I don't know, get really down and out about Twitch. And the thing is, you have to understand that when you start off Twitch streaming, it is just a hobby. The likelihood that you're going to make enough money, or you're going to become popular enough and to be someone like Harris Heller or Ninja or Tfue or anyone like that is so unlikely. You have all the odds in the world stacked against you. So if you want to be a Twitch streamer and you want to entertain people, then do it, but do it as a hobby. Don't put pressure on yourself, and just make sure that you are having fun. Do it for all of the right reasons. Don't do it because you want to make money. Do it because you want to have fun. Then if one day, 8 months to 2 years down the line, you suddenly wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have like 200 people that watch me. I am making $2,000 a month on Twitch. Knock yourself out, go full time, you know, put all of your eggs in one basket and just go crazy, go ham. But right now, relax into it, have some fun. It's just a hobby. Make sure you're enjoying what you're doing. You should never do something that makes you feel stressed. You should never do something that makes you feel depressed, and you should never do something that you end up hating doing. So to summarize all of the things I've spoken about, because I know this is probably a long video, make sure you're not a Kevin the Creeper. Do some analyzing. Watch your VODs back. Get other people to watch your VODs. Tell them to be critical. Make sure you analyze yourself. Make sure you're watching your own content. Make sure you're not a Kevin the Creeper. Start investing wisely. You know, start building an audience first. Start investing in yourself first. Start sitting in front of your equipment. Starting recording streams and streaming to yourself offline. Watch that back. Find out what you did right. Find out what you did wrong. And grow yourself as a person. Then start investing in equipment. Start with your audio first. Then build up your webcam and start doing it that way. Then move on to social media, making sure that you're actually putting the legwork in, because Twitch is a long journey. Like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It takes a lot of training and it takes a lot of commitment, and it's going to take a long time. So making sure that you're putting the work in on your social media is important. And then the very final thing is making sure that you're always having fun and you're not putting stress on yourself. Now, that's it for this video. I really hope it helped you. I really hoped it highlighted some more things for you, and maybe some things that you're doing wrong. Make sure you're looking into that. Make sure you're trying to improve. Make sure you're out there doing the research, and keep on going. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your streams won't be either. Thanks so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 10k subs, so it'd mean the world if we could get there. Also, it helps you stay up to date with all the content that's coming out, kind of like this. I love all of your faces. Good luck with all of your streaming endeavors. Good luck with all of your YouTube endeavors. If you want to be an Instagrammer, good luck with that. Seriously, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.